Heyo, viewers! How are you? Fantastic. Welcome to another episode of Christian talking by himself into a laptop, otherwise known as commentary. You're gonna have to excuse me today if my voice sounds a little weird or I kind of have trouble enunciating. I had my wisdom teeth pulled out 2 days ago, and I am still recovering, so I've been hopped up on painkillers and living off of applesauce and ice cream all weekend. So I hope you can forgive me. I don't know. It's weird. I've had before I got my braces a long time ago, I had to get a bunch of baby teeth pulled. So that was kind of an experience. But I don't know. Getting your wisdom teeth pulled if you haven't, I guess I can. It kind of feels like, like when you lose a tooth and you feel that spot where the tooth was, and there's like a big hole there, and it feels weird. That's what it feels like because I did lose a tooth, but it's like the pain. So it's like the feeling of losing a tooth with the pain of having braces for the first time. And if you haven't had either of those things, I certainly hope some of you have lost your teeth. I hope you're not that young. But if you haven't had braces yet, then you obviously can't relate to this at all. And this story is in vain. But it's such a good story. But anyway, nope. So yeah, still recovering, but I'm fine. I am totally fine, I swear. I feel perfectly okay, no, stopping. And as I kill myself with my own napalm strike. Oh boy, this is fantastic. I'm so good at this game. I swear, if I had 10 COD points for every time I killed myself with my own napalm strike, I would be the richest COD player in the COD universe, as I get a nice triple kill with that nade. So this video, we're playing Domination on Firing Range, and I love Firing Range. It's definitely my favorite map, I think, in this whole game. I don't know, just the whole atmosphere and the colors just makes me happy. And I just feel, a big smile comes over my face whenever we play this map. Just because, I'm comfortable with it. I'm comfortable with this map. I know I can do well on it. And I mean, even if we lose, I still have a ton of fun playing it. But this video, I kind of wanted to give some tips and tricks for Christmas noobs, as us commentators like to call them. If you don't know what that is, I'm pretty sure you can figure it out. It's the holiday season. People are going to be getting this game for Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. I don't know, just presents, maybe? I don't know, whatever. But, and it's people that, maybe are kind of new to the COD series. Maybe this is their first game. Maybe they don't really play that often, and they're going to hop on, and there's going to be lots of level 1s, and, we're all going to be, level 50s, first, second, third prestiges, whatever, and it's like taking candy from a baby. That sounds like a really bad term. Like, I hope people get offended. Like, that's just what we call you. I don't know. I don't know if there's really a nice way to say it. Just people that get this game for Christmas and snipe from across the map. Oh, well done, sir. I thought I was being sneaky, slithering through that little hole, but no, sir. And that sentence sounded weird. Do what you will with that sentence. But yeah. So. Just some general tips for newer players. This game, I had just prestiged. I got this game yesterday, and I had just prestiged. So I'm using the FAMAS because at the time it was the best gun I had unlocked. And the AUG is my favorite gun, hands down, in this game. A lot of people like the FAMAS. Definitely, like, I don't know if people who have this game now, like, you've noticed, every game you go in, if you look at the kill feed, there's FAMAS and AK-74U all over the place. And that's just because the FAMAS it's a pretty good gun. I mean, it's got manageable recoil. I don't know, for me, I feel a lot more comfortable with the AUG. I just happen to get this game, which is a really good game with the FAMAS. But I definitely, for newer players, definitely use what you're comfortable with. Use whatever you do best with. Don't feel ashamed. I mean, people use whatever gets you kills. That's why it's in the game. I think it's completely pointless that. People are like, oh, you can't use that gun, it's overpowered, sorry, it's too easy to do good with that. Like, well, so what? I mean, I'm going to use whatever I get kills with, and whether that's the FAMAS or the AUG, doesn't matter. I get kills with the AUG, I'm going to use the AUG. And, so I definitely recommend the FAMAS, and the AK-74U, as everyone knows, is definitely an overused gun, and I don't think it's overpowered, I think it's just overused. What I think they need to do... I think the other submachine guns need a buff rather than downgrading the AK-74U. I'm not sure if they downgraded it in the latest patch. I haven't really been up to date on what they've been patching. I definitely know there have been a ton of patches. Treyarch's been really good about, fixing things as soon as the community complains. But I haven't really been up to date on what they have been patching specifically. So if you want to let me know in the comments, that'd be great. So I'm not sure if they patched it. I know they've been patching the snipers and stuff, but I'm not a sniper, so I'm not really going to talk about that. No offense if you are a sniper, more power to you. It's not for me. I'm not good at it, but, go ahead, snipe all you want. But, so yeah, I definitely recommend using guns that you're comfortable with. AK-74U is the dominant submachine gun at the moment, unless they decide to buff the other ones. Or downgrade the AK-74U, whatever they did. But, mess around, find what makes you comfortable, what you're most comfortable with. And as far as learning the maps goes, I think definitely keep an eye on where your team is. Do laps around the map. Try to stay on the outskirts. Firing range is a pretty small map, and the two buildings that I'm staring at right now, that they both overlook B, the one in front of A and the one right there where I just shot that guy running to. Those are definitely the buildings to control because, like I said, they both overlook B, and you can get people that are trying to cat B, and you can defend your teammates so they can cat B. You'll see I do that a whole lot in this game. Is I defend B, I allow my team to capture it, and I do it mostly from those two buildings. But at the same time, don't just stay in one spot in those buildings. You'll see later on when I get in those buildings, I kind of do laps around those buildings. I jump out the window, I defend B, I go back in, I circle it back around, I come out, kind of confuse them a little bit, then go back in. Definitely, what I'm trying to get at here is definitely be unpredictable. You want to do what the enemy least expects, and that's going to surprise them, and it's going to get you the kill. And as I fail trying to throw a grenade in that little crow's nest, there's always someone up there, man. I swear, I just throw a grenade in there out of habit now, because there's always someone up there, and I definitely don't recommend going up there, because once you're up there, you're basically not going to get out unless the other team is not that good. And I'll say it right now that these people on this other team, they were not very high levels, and they were honestly not that good. So that I know that contributed to me doing well, was them not really making smart decisions. So yeah, but definitely keep an eye out where your team is. Keep an eye out on buildings that are high trafficked. If that's even a word, the right word for that. But and definitely just do laps around the outskirts of the map, especially on the bigger maps. And that'll help you stay alive more, because you always try and want to keep your back to something, so you have less places to get shot from. But yeah, and so yeah, and I already talked about guns. Just use whatever makes you comfortable. I know the Enfield, actually, you unlock the Enfield really early, and I definitely recommend that gun. That gun is very, very underrated. I think it's because the recoil can be kind of unmanageable at long distances, but that's when you kind of have to burst fire, and it's definitely an underrated gun. I remember I was using it. I didn't really use it my first time through the levels, but then when I had just prestiged, I started using it again because it's one of the first guns you unlocked, and I was like, wow, this gun is actually pretty good. I'd kind of forgotten about it already. So I definitely recommend the Enfield. The M16 is also good for longer range, but on maps like Firing Range, where it's all pretty much close range, I definitely don't recommend burst fire weapons, because it just pays to have like automatic or submachine guns. And as far as kill streaks go, you'll see I'm using the spy plane, the napalm strike, and the attack helicopter, and that's one of my favorite kill streak loadouts, just because I find it easy to get, and you can usually get a bunch of kills with that kill streak loadout. Because I mean, spy plane will get you to your napalm strike, because you can see what the enemy is, and then you can get a couple more kills for your attack helicopter, and it'll both get you a good amount of kills. And really quickly at the end here, as far as perks go, perks I think are totally up to personal preference. I think they did an amazing job in this game balancing the perks, making it so one doesn't really overpower the other. So honestly, just mess around with the perks. It's all down to personal preference. Me personally, I really like having hardline. Just the fact that you can get your kill streaks with one less kill, I don't know, somehow that's important to me, and it just makes me feel better, and it makes me feel more confident about getting to those kill streaks. But honestly, it is totally up to personal preference. So I mean, definitely just mess around with it. I mean, as far as recommendations, I definitely recommend hardline. And Hardened is also a pretty good perk. It's really easy to get the pro version of it, and you flinch less when you get shot. That definitely helps, and extra bullet penetration is always a good thing. Heh. But so anyway, yeah, just mess around with the perks. Go crazy when you get this game. So that's really all I have to say about that. I hope this video was helpful to newer players to the COD series. I mean, let me know in the comments what you think. So I hope you enjoyed this game. Went 56 and 9, only one capture, but 15 defends, and all the other players on the other team went negative. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.